Hey, what's up guys? It's Texmer talking to you here, and in today's video I want to talk about a recent feature for the iPhone 13 that has been leaked by Ming Chi Kuo yesterday or 2 days ago. And it's quite interesting because it would allow Apple to use some different modems on the newest iPhone to communicate with the satellites on orbit, which would enable Apple to use an emergency feature, so everywhere you want to, you could call or send emergency messages to anyone or any emergency service. So this would be life-changing because you could go on a boat ride, or you could go on a hike, or you could go to Antarctica and you would get lost. And if you want to get help, you just click on emergency call and you don't need to have any cell signal. So this would be incredible, and you could make any emergency calls to anyone wherever you are, whenever you want to. So this would be just incredible, and another add-on to the iPhone 13 that would convince a lot of people to buy it. But Bloomberg today talked about the fact that they don't think it's ready for the iPhone 13. So we have a dispute between the two most reliable Apple leakers out there, Ming Chi Kuo and Mark Gurman. But before we get started, roll the intro. Ming Chi Kuo talked about the fact that it's coming this year, and is almost sure about it. So he thinks that the iPhone 13 will feature this new modem, and the feature will be enabled on this new iOS 15. But I don't think so. I think that Apple may enable the chip, so they may put the chip there, and they will work on Qualcomm to do that. But I think that Qualcomm's technology is not ready yet, so I don't think that they have any contracts with any company. They were talking about Globalstar, but I think they are working with other satellite companies, and I don't think they are working with Starlink, which is the biggest one of them. So I think that even if Apple wanted to, working with Elon Musk and Apple is not easy, because Elon Musk doesn't like very much Apple and Tim Cook. So they don't have any good relationships. But I think that Apple, if wanted to do this year, they would have to engineer something very different, and probably they will add up this new modem. They will not talk about it, and Ming Chi Kuo will be right and Mark Gurman will be right, because Mark Gurman is not sure about the fact that it's coming this year. He says that it's more likely to come next year, and I think that's true, because I think the technologies might not be ready. They will add up the modem probably this year, not talking about it, and probably next year when they launch the new iPhone 14, they will say, oh, and it's also available on last year's model, iPhone 13. So I think that makes a lot of more sense than saying that, oh, we are less than 1 month away, so the iPhone is completely finalized and the mass production has already started, to say, oh, there's this new feature, and then there's a new Apple leaker saying, actually, I'm not sure about if it's coming. So Apple hasn't made any decisions according to those leakers. But it's not true. Apple has made all of the decisions for the iPhone 13. If we are seeing this new technology, then Ming Chi Kuo is right, and it will be probably working only next year, and then Mark Gurman is right. I think that they are both right, but they are disputing something about, is it going to be ready this year when the iPhone 13 launches, or Apple will be completely silent about it. We will forget it until next year when Apple announces it and says it works with last year's model, because it has a new Qualcomm modem. Let's see if that works, because when Apple enters this technology, the other phones will do it, of course. Bloomberg talked about the fact that other Android phones will also add this technology and will brag about it. So I think that Apple wants to be the first probably to talk about it, because it's a safety feature, and Apple loves these safety quirks, because they are in love with the Apple Watch and stuff. And right now, if you triple tap your lock button, I think that it tries to call emergency calls, but uses the posts that are put in your neighborhood to call up, and uses the normal telephone grid. With this technology, you would be able to triple tap everywhere and wherever you have cell network or not. And it's very important, because this technology would save a lot of lives. And I think that Apple, by doing this, is just adding another safety feature to their iPhones to continue Tim Cook's pursuit to the most secure and to change lives in terms of health. Talking about Tim Cook might be retiring by 2025. Mark Gurman talked about this on the most recent Bloomberg technology video, saying that Apple's Tim Cook has been paid off until 2025 without 1 million Apple shares. But after that, it's not sure what will happen. There are talks that Tim Cook might retire, because in a recent podcast, he talked the fact that in the next 10 years, he might not be coming and may not be continuing to Apple. So It's a pretty strange thought to think that Tim Cook might not be continuing Apple in the next 10 years, and who can succeed it? Craig Federighi? We don't know. And I think that's pretty interesting to see, and let's see if any of other Apple executives can take over this big, huge company and have as much success as Tim Cook has had. But in any case, thank you, Tim Cook. But before he leaves, there's another huge product category that Bloomberg says Tim Cook is focusing on, and it's his last product category that he's going to launch and promote, and it's his biggest one. And it's talk about the Apple glasses, the VR AR capabilities of Apple, and I think that's pretty interesting. It's, according to Bloomberg, it's being more talked about in 2022. Let's see. For me, it's always the next year that they are going to talk about it, and it never happens. So whenever they talk about it, it's whenever they will release it, and I'm not be super anxious about it. But it will be very cool. Apple glasses, it will be one of my favorite products of all time. But what are your thoughts on this new iPhone 13 modem, on this new Tim Cook news, and on Apple glasses? Leave them on the comments down below, and also don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell, please. Almost 200 subscribers. Let's go before the end of the year. Let's reach 300 to 400 subscribers. And also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. This was Tech Sumer talking to you here. Bye.